Hey guys, Rodney Walker here of Grant Central USA. Happy to be with you on this wonderful day. And I just want to come and share a little bit more with you in regards to this up and coming grant writing apprenticeship. I'm excited to see who is going to be some of the next students that we will be able to empower with this wonderful knowledge that's already been having a profound impact on a lot of people's lives. And just in case you're wondering if you hadn't had a chance to see yet, I want to invite you to go over and check out some of the people that I'm talking about because we've been able to help people to learn this skill quickly. And many of them have been securing jobs, securing contract work. Others have been securing grants for organizations. I'm talking about hundreds of thousands of dollars. And I've been excited because I've been talking to them, interacting with them this week. Some of them have been getting leads through our igrantwriters.com site. So, we've been creating this vehicle that not just helps you to learn what grant writing is, but showing you how to get some tangible, concrete business out of it. And I want to say hello to Elizabeth. Elizabeth, thank you for joining me on the day. I'm glad that you're here. So a lot has been happening. And Elizabeth and others that are here, I want to invite you to start getting your questions because I know many of you may have some questions in regards to the program. But I just want to take you on a little journey and share with you some of what's been happening so that you can get a chance to hear firsthand and see firsthand what's been going on. I'm going to right now, in fact, write it in for you just in case you need it. And that is igrantwriters.com. Go visit that site and check out what's there because once we help you to learn how to write the grant proposal, we've already created a platform for you to be able to showcase your talent. So if you need a website or really a web presence, you're able to go literally on that site, put up a profile, and we can start directing business your way because now you have a web presence. And we also show you how to really maximize and really leverage that to your advantage. It's a really, really cool thing. And it's been helping some of our students to land business. And that's what I love about it because they've been connecting with some of the people that have been coming in, getting these leads and converting it to money. So here's what's happening. They get the knowledge, they get the skill, and then we help them to position themselves the correct way, and then taking that knowledge and turning that knowledge into money, both for the organizations that they're writing grants for, but also putting money in their individual pockets. So that's exciting to me because a lot of times when you're starting out and you don't know what you're doing, you're just, okay, great. First, I want to get this skill, but man, how am I going to convert it into money? And that's one of the things that we've been doing with the iGrantWriters site. Another thing that's really exciting to me this week, just hearing some of our students, I can go on and tell you about a number of them, but I'm just going to tell you about a few of them today. Some of the ones that I've just really been proud of. This week, just getting a chance to interact and work with my friend, Deborah. Deborah Wright has launched her business, and I'm excited for her. She was a student in our Rising Star program, and what she did, Elizabeth and others that are here, she took that knowledge and she grew her confidence to a point where she was officially able to launch her business. And just go check her out. If you'll go check out the profile on igrantwriters.com and look for her, and you'll get a chance to see her information there. But I'm looking at it from almost like the point of birth. Here she is, not knowing anything about grants at all, and then going through this course. And then in a few months down the road, now she has this presence that's online, and right now is position herself to do some possible contract work. There's some others that are already doing contract work that we've been able to help to get some of those leads. And now they're doing some ongoing contract work. And then some that are now positioning themselves to be able to land a job. Do you need a job? Are you trying to get into this field? Now, here's what's happening. And I just kind of want to take you behind the scenes so you can kind of get a feel for what's happening here. Many of these people that are doing grant writing are doing it from the comfort of their home. So they learn this skill, and now they're at home and raising their children, but also being able to earn income from it. Just in case you didn't get the opportunity to, on last week, I released a video as well as on our blog. If you'll go to grantcentralusa.com and look at the blog. There was a blog post about a young lady named Kayla. And I got a chance to interview Kayla on last week. Remarkable story. Just seeing her go from being underemployed to now being at home employed, writing grants from the comfort of her home. The estimated value over $100 million of grants that she's been applying to. So you got to hear her story if you haven't, because these stories, I'm bringing them to you to let you know what is possible. Sometimes when it's out of our sight and we don't see it and we don't know about it, it's almost like, can this happen? And I want you to know firsthand, not only can it happen, but it is happening on a regular basis. And she's just one of many examples. I got a chance to talk to my friend Tim on today, and also, well, actually on yesterday, and we emailed kind of back and forth a couple times today. But in talking to him, just reminding myself of his story. And if you haven't heard his story is online as well. And you can hear how he went from losing his job right at the beginning of the pandemic to being able to take the knowledge that we had in our Get Funded Inner Circle and some of the information that we share with him there. He then rolls up his sleeves and then puts in some work, and with some grit and some determination, turned in 2 months a income that generated $15,000 over the course of those 2 months. Been making that kind of money in his previous employment, but now when he took matters into his own hands, I like it because he literally became his own miracle. And he took matters into his own hands, not waiting for somebody else to determine his future. He grabbed a hold of it and started directing his future with his own business. I think it's freelance sole grant professional service, something like that. You can see that also over in iGrant Writers as well. I'm telling you all of these stories just to show you what is possible, and to also let you know that there are a lot of programs that you can pick up the skill of grant writing and learn it. A lot of places. But the place that we've created and the path that we've created is not only something about just getting head knowledge. You know, a lot of times you get head knowledge and it just stops right there, like a stop sign, like you got the information. Now what? And our philosophy is a lot different. Our philosophy is that you need to learn this information, and we're going to help you do that at the highest level. And that's what our apprenticeship program does. But in addition to that, you're going to need ongoing learning. And that's why we've created the Get Funded Inner Circle. And that's where we meet once a month for continuous growth and development. It's one thing to just get the information, but you've got to continuously sharpen yourself, get new information. That's the only way you get better and better and better and better. So if that's what you're looking for, then our apprenticeship program may be for you. Now, I want to invite you, if you have questions, I want you to feel free to start writing some of your questions in, and I'm going to be looking back and forth and taking a look and trying to answer some of those. But I just kind of want to tell you about some of the things that have been going on. I'm going to also be sharing with you some of the questions that I continue to get through emails and through people connecting with me on LinkedIn, asking about the program. And I want to share some more with you about that. So you go through it, and it's continuous growth, it's continuous development. But our apprenticeship program, we have 3 different versions of our program. And you can see this information if you'll go over to grantwritingcoaching.com, grantwritingcoaching.com. And that's where you can see and learn more about the details of our program. But I'll tell you in short, our program is very exclusive. Okay. There are a lot of programs that you can just go today and just say, hit in, and you sign up and you're there. Our apprenticeship program is not that way. It is very exclusive, meaning that we got to make sure that we're a good fit. So that's what our program is. And if you determine that you're a good fit for us, and we determine that you're a good fit, then we can possibly make some magic happen. And that's what I like about it, because it's not like you're some number in this big, massive group. We give you some real personalized intention, and you literally become like a part of our network, our family. And my goal then is to help drive business your way, because I know what it is to do business. I know what it is to be a grant professional. I know what it is to secure business. I literally have business and leads coming my way every day of people asking for a grant professional. And if you're wondering, is this profession in demand? Yes. And it's only going to get even more in the months to come. Why? Well, Congress has put in money to help stimulate the economy. It used to be like some $1.75 billion. And now those numbers, those numbers recently went up from $750 billion, 750 billion, up to now $2 trillion in grant supplemental funding to help to stimulate the economy. So with that funding, that means there are going to be more opportunities. There's going to be more of a need for people to be applying for grants, which means that you have an opportunity to capitalize on it if you are prepared. Are you prepared? Are you ready to go on this journey? Well, I'm hoping that you are. And if you think that you may even remotely be a match for what we're doing, I want to encourage you to just apply. And here's what the application process looks like. You apply, let us know that you're interested. I'll send you over a link so that you can either have a meeting with myself or one of our team members, and we will have a conversation, just a natural conversation to find out what it is that you are seeking to do to ensure that we are a good fit. And if we're a good fit, then you may be invited into the program. There are some parts of our program, like the Get Funded in the Circle, that does not require you to have a phone interview. You can sign up for that part, and that gives you access to a plethora of information and insight designed to help you learn grant writing right now, very quickly at a very high level. So for those of you that are more inclined to just get the information and go on your own, that's a great pathway for you. Okay. Now, if you have questions, feel free to throw them out. I'm going to start answering some questions that come in often. One of the main questions that people always want to know is, Rodney, what's the cost? And I like this question because when I get this question, the people are thinking about the cost in one dimension. Okay. They're thinking about simply, how many of those dead presidents, Rodney, are you going to be asking me to invest into myself in? And I like to let you know, first of all, that the investment is far beyond just the dollars that you're going to have to invest. Yes, there is a financial investment into any of our programs. And our programs are some of the best programs that are out there. I'll tell you why. But you have to think about this investment just not in dollars. I'm going to be asking you for your hard-earned muscle, your strength, your energy, which is also an investment. So the investment is not just money. It's money and it's your effort and your energy, okay? Which means that this program is a program that's very demanding. This is not the easy street. Now, if you want to know easy street, go to some of the community colleges, go to some of the city colleges, go to some, there's so many different places online you can go. I don't have to tell you where to go. Go find some of those programs. Those programs are easy because you can sit back and you can look at the information and just hear information about grant writing. Our apprenticeship program is the opposite. It's you hear the information, and I'm going to be holding you accountable to do the stuff. Yes, that means that there is a cost of investing of your energy that will be demanded of you if you're part of this program. That's why, again, we need to see if we're a good fit. And if we are, then you may be one of the ones that we literally get a chance to help to guide to success. Now, I got a few wonderful students right now that are doing an awesome job. Janice and my friend Keandra, both of them are doing amazing. In fact, I'm going to be bringing them and introducing them to you pretty soon. They've just been doing a stellar job going through, knocking out their proposal and tightening things up and making it better and better. Because here's what I do. I'm demanding. I'm like, hey, listen, let's make that better. Let's tweak that. Let's improve that. Because at the end of the day, when you reach into your pocket and you make an investment, you're making an investment into your future. And I take that very serious. That means that I want to see you be as successful as possible in getting as much funding as possible, which means that I'm going to give you my very best. And I want you to give your very best. Okay. So when we talk about cost and investments, the first cost is the cost of your energy, your effort. Okay. And what's the cost on that? Very high. It's very high, not low. Okay. If you need low, okay, I'm gonna do like what's Beyonce say, to the left, That's what I'm gonna say. Go to the left. Now, if you want to go to the right over here with me, with the demanding program, with the program that's gonna be asking you to give your very best, then it's gonna cost you at a very high level effort. The next thing it's gonna cost you is financially. Now we have 3 different programs. First, to be considered for any of our programs, you have to be a member of GFIC, the Get Funded in the Circle. And again, you can learn more about that if you'll go over, and I'll just put it over here in this corner right now, grant writing. You go to grantwritingcoaching.com. That will get you, let me see, get you over there. Okay, grantwritingcoaching.com. That whole page will get you to the page that has the information about when we meet. For instance, we meet on Mondays and Thursdays at specific times. So you can go back and see all of those details. You see what you get, what we're expecting, and all that. So we have 3 different programs. We have the Goal. We actually have the Rising Star, we have the Trailblazers program, and we have the VIP program. Now, the VIP program is even more exclusive because you already have to know how to write a grant, or maybe have gone through some of our previous trainings to be able to even qualify for that program. So with our programs, you can graduate. It's almost like, yeah, I was in the 1st grade this year. Now I'm in 2nd grade, 3rd grade. Okay, you can graduate. And we've intentionally designed our programs so that you can graduate and take the steps that you need. That's why for a lot of people, starting out with our Get Funded in the Circle is a perfect solution for them, because it allows them to step into that program for a reasonable rate and it really provides them the same equivalent information, or even truthfully better information that you would get at a college or a university. We have our master classes placed in there. Previous master classes from various months are there waiting for you to learn how to research your grant proposal, where to find the grant proposals, grant opportunities, samples, templates, articles, all of that stuff. All that stuff is there waiting for you. So that's what that you get when you get that particular program that I think you will find very helpful. Now, in addition to that, once you get to the next level, that next level is our apprenticeship program. Now, that level, with the first one, you can step into that on a monthly basis for the amount of money that you would spend on a burger and fries in a day. Okay. And we're talking about like 6,050 some odd cents per day. So you can step into that on an ongoing basis as low as $49 a month. Now, we do have a one-time investment that you make when you first sign up. So the first initial cost, only $197. And that gives you everything you need to learn about how to do grant writing at a very high level. And it gives you access to coming and hanging out with me on a monthly basis. Now, our next programs that we have, the grant writer apprenticeship programs, those you have a higher level of access to me on a monthly basis. The first one is just once a month. That's our Get Funded in the Circle. But the second one is our apprenticeship level. When you step up to that level, that one's going to have more of my time, and we're going to be hanging out a lot more with that one. And we have 3 different levels of that one. Okay, Rising Star, Trailblazers, and the VIP. And if you were part of that program, we would be meeting anywhere from an entire month, highly intensive on Mondays and Thursdays for an hour, and we would have 8 sessions. So 8 times of us hanging out, you getting my money-making advice to help you to become a winner in this area. And you would have to roll up your sleeves, put in the work to write on those proposals. And each week when we meet, I would be overlooking at it, telling you to tighten that up. Yes, tweak that. Because what I want at the end of the day is for you to have a proposal that you can submit to a funder, 10,000, 15,000, 20,000, 100,000. We've had people literally start our program and have secured enormous amounts, sometimes in their first proposal. Now, they had organizations that had the history and the credibility to help garner that, but we showed them the recipe of how to go about doing it. And just in case you're curious about that, yeah, right, go over right now to Wow, They Did It. And I'll type that in as well so you can have that. Wow, They Did It. Okay. Because again, I want you to see what's possible. And when you go there, there's stories there where you can not only see in writing, but that you can hit a button and you can hear their stories for yourself. And I encourage my students, anything that I've said that we've done, go do your homework on us. Okay. Go kick the tires on us and hear, and feel free to ask any of our students Ask them, hey, how does this program, how does it impact you? Do some follow-up calls. Many of them are on LinkedIn. Reach out to them on LinkedIn, okay? Got some vacuuming going on around here because we got to make sure that we keep the things tidy, okay? But with that being said, I want you to know that as I get ready to wrap up right now, that we're here for you, and the grant apprenticeship program may be for you if you are serious. Now, if you're interested in learning more about that program, go over to grantwritingcoaching.com and you'll see the different breakdowns and you'll see the different costs that we have with those. Those vary depending upon which program that you're interested in as well. All right. It's been great getting a chance to hang out with you. I'm pulling for you. I know that if you're serious about learning grants and really getting funded, that if we get a chance to work together, we're going to make some magic. Yes, we're going to make some magic happen. We're going to pull a rabbit out of that hat. You may be saying, Rodney, I don't have a hat. Well, guess what? I do. Okay. And if you don't have a hat and you say there's not a rabbit in that hat, guess what? We still going to pull a rabbit out that hat because that's a part of making the magic. That's a part of you doing what you think you may not be able to do, but learning how to do it in spite of. And that's what I love coming alongside of students and helping them to be able to do precisely that. We've seen it over and over and over again. People who were scared, lack confidence, we start working with them. We grow that confidence. And that's what we're going to do with you, okay? So with that being said, my friend, remember, be brave. I want you to be bold. I want you to be brilliant. And remember, always take charge. Don't wait for things to happen. Make things happen. All right? All the best.